Okay, so we just got home from the beach. I have not showered or anything, is why I am wearing my headband. But the garden has kind of gone wild. It's been really sunny while we were gone, and I finally got it on drip irrigation. And so I came outside to get lettuce earlier this afternoon, and I figured I would record some of this. So coming back, there wasn't that much going on. I could tell that they were going to grow. I'm going to be the situation. So this was one that I had previously cut off. I've talked about that before, how I try to cut above the crown and let them keep growing. So this was already cut back completely, and it's starting to come back. But this is I think this is black-seeded Simpson. This is one of my favorite lettuces for sure. It's very, very common if you buy cheap lettuce mixes, like a 10-pack or something. It usually will have black-seeded Simpson in it, and those get really big. And they're also really nice to use as like cut and come again. These are still staying small, and I'm not sure if it's a nutritional thing. I might test the nutritional profile right here in the soil, but this whole bed is a little bit more shaded than my other beds. The peas are in front of it, and up until recently, even the structure is kind of blocked, like this part of the yard a little bit. So that's not super surprising that those are smaller, although these are monsters. I'm not sure what it is. So these are actually, I planted, I think these aren't even supposed to be cut and come again. They kind of look like they've grown into each other like that, but these are, I think I planted individual romaine heads and just like spaced them. Oh, no, you can see. There we go. Here's my tag. Cut and come again romaine is what that stands for. So I did plant these so close together that I would be cutting them as baby lettuce and letting them grow more, but apparently I didn't get to it before they got like full size. So we are going to be eating lettuce or salads and wraps all week. These are definitely romaine heads, like green romaine, that I planted spaced appropriately. So I'm trying to let these get to like full size romaine heads and kind of just see what that takes. But they're doing pretty well actually. As you can see, it's quite bushy, and they're starting to, form the heads in the middle, start folding in, because almost everything when it first starts is like opened up, kind of like these lettuces are, and some of them never close down. They kind of just constantly open up, and then some of them head. Romaine makes the tall skinny heads, and icebergs makes the round ones. So anyways, just like a ton of romaine right here. This is, I'm not sure if this is black-seeded Simpson or something else, but this looks similar to the black-seeded Simpson. Walking through, no lettuces here. Chickens are happy we're home. All right. And these I planted trying to make heads, but I think I got them a little bit too close together. But it might be my ideal planting, because we usually choose the heads when they're pretty small, because we really do love baby lettuce. So yeah, you can see there's a decent amount of space between them. And they're not quite starting to head. I'm not sure that these actually do, or maybe they're supposed to be getting really big. I guess this one looks like it's kind of starting to like curl and whirl towards the middle. Another black-seeded Simpson in the middle of my iceberg row. I don't know if that's like the seed company messing up. I do buy cheap lettuce seeds, or if that's me messing up. But that one's looking like full salad sized. And then a lot of just other iceberg. I need to go ahead and get some more in the ground. It's been probably 2 weeks since I planted, and I try to do it every 10 days or so. Let's see, let's come over to the spinach, which I cut back for a breakfast saute pretty soon before we left. I cut all the big leaves off and just left the little ones so it had something to photosynthesize with. But these ones got really big again really fast. This is my weird mixed bed. It was originally my onion bed, and then I put some spinach in it because spinach gets hit by bugs pretty bad where I am, and onions keep them away. And then I needed someplace mulched to put my strawberries, because my strawberries were drying out really bad before I started irrigation. Anyway, so this is like a weird bed, but there are 3 pretty good sized, high producing spinach plants in it that are protected by bugs. I think especially here it's the leaf miners that I get on my spinach really bad. But those are looking very healthy sized. In here we have two, one of them almost full size. I usually grab, like, I still cut above the crown, but I will grab every piece of this and kind of just like shave it down to a cone shaped nub to regrow. But that one is pretty much full size, and then we've got a whole nother row of this red romaine to get through. I think that's about all I've got going on, I think, because that's a lot to get through without even touching our kale, or collards or any of our other greens. But peas are also popping off since we got back. Probably be chopping these and putting these in the salad. I've got snow peas and shelling peas, snap peas. I grow a little bit of it all. So the white ones. I didn't know these were going to be purple. Anyhow, I'm out here to pick lettuce. My family is inside waiting for salad. But anyways, hooray! Sun is here. JK, I decided I wanted to show kind of how I cut the lettuce when I do the full heads, but still using them like cut and come again lettuce, because I think a lot of people I've seen on YouTube describe it as like one or the other, like you can grow full heads of lettuce or you can grow cut and come again. But I think that you can kind of get the best of both worlds, yeah. So look at this position here, down low. So this is one that I already have done this to, and it's growing out the top. But here, so I can find where the crown is and kind of make a guess where it is height-wise. I'm thinking it's kind of like here, but these definitely are there. It kind of like cut up at an angle all the way around towards the crown. Trying to keep the leaves in as big of pieces as I can so that I can do, whatever I want with them. I don't want to be limited by their size. And I kind of just cut up. And sometimes I even get the crown. I think I got the crown here. I still see them come up even when I grab the crown. I just don't get as many cuttings out of it. And you can see that I grabbed it there. And this sap is why a lot of people say that picking lettuce at the beginning of the day, it tastes sweeter and less bitter. And I think that that's part of it, is like the way that it moves its fluid throughout the plant throughout the day to survive the heat. Anyways, I got a whole large bunch of lettuce. Gonna take it in and wash it for dinner. But that is how I do cut and come again. Sometimes I miss the crown like I did just now, and you just don't get as many cuttings out of it. But it'll still regrow a little bit. Okay, so back in the kitchen, and I am packaging up the lettuce to put in the fridge. I like it cold for a lot of my big crunchy like chicken salads and stuff like that. And so one of the main reasons I want to grow my own lettuce is because of the plastic content that is required to like buy lettuce in most cases. And so my plastic-free way that I've been finding to kind of keep it fresh and crisp in the fridge, without having like some giant Tupperware in there, is I put it in a glass bowl like this, and then I get a damp rag. I have a lot of these, they're called flour sack towels. I got used to using them when I was cloth dry bearing my daughter, but now we just use them for everyday rags. And so this keeps it pretty fresh between picking and dinner, which is usually only like an hour or two.